former FBI special agent from Los Angeles. Good morning, Steve Gomez.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. Can the FBI do a credible investigation by Friday on Judge Kavanaugh and Dr. Ford?
Absolutely, they can, and they are right now. As we were hearing that they potentially would be reopening the background investigation, I guarantee you that they were setting up a command post at FBI headquarters, amassing every resource that is available all across the country to ensure that they meet that 1-week deadline. So I have full confidence that they are going to be able to accomplish that.
Will they be able to get a good representation? Will they be able to at least find out something more than we already know?
Well, it's going to be a question of whether they are able to corroborate the allegation that Dr. Ford has made against Judge Kavanaugh, and from what it looks like, at least one other allegation that is being, investigated. Or are they going to determine that they can't decide what the information says one way or the other? Or they may also determine that the allegations are false, and that there were some flawed memories involved in recalling what the allegations involved. So it could work a number of different ways. It's just a matter of now, when they conduct these interviews with Dr. Ford and some of the other people, and then the witnesses, they may come to those types of conclusions. So we just have to wait and see. But I have full confidence in the FBI, given my involvement in special operations, special investigations that they conduct, where they basically mobilize the whole agency to ensure that the work gets done. So
when you talk to the FBI, you're not under oath, but what happens if you do lie to the FBI, and or can you lie to the FBI, and or can you say, I don't want to talk to you?
Well, yes, there is the possibility that they could say, I don't want to talk to you, because this is not a criminal investigation. It's a background investigation. So the FBI does not have the ability at this time to call somebody into the grand jury. And even then, they could potentially plead the fifth. There could be a potential for a witness being called into the committee hearing, and then they have to testify, and if they refuse, then same thing. They could also issue some type of immunity. I mean, these are some legal processes that probably won't happen, but there is the potential for them to say, I don't want to talk to you, and then it's just a matter of scheduling. Trying to make sure that these people are available, and but the fact is, it's not like they're sending agents out from Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Every agent all across the country has been activated.
Sure. What about an FBI agent comes to me and I lie to the FBI agent? Can I lie to an FBI agent?
If somebody tells an intentional lie to the FBI, and the FBI is able to prove that that is the case, then yes, I believe in this situation that person would probably be charged with lying to the FBI. 1001.
What do you make of the some of these Yale classmates who are coming out and saying, you know what, I don't know about anything, but I knew the guy to be a drinker, and a pretty heavy drinker at that. Is that going to be investigated, do you think?
Now, I've thought about this as I was hearing reports, and this is going to be a big challenge, because you have people that are saying that, and Judge Kavanaugh did acknowledge that he drank beer, that he liked beer, and that he still likes beer, and that sometimes he did drink a little too much, and sometimes other people drank a little too much. So it's then a matter of how do you categorize what he described and what the witnesses, like say from Yale Law School or Yale the university, are categorizing, and that's going to be a challenge, because you're talking 35 years ago, and you're trying to figure out, well, how much is too many beers?
Right. Yeah. Well, you talk to my classmates back in college, they will tell you I had too many beers from time to time, but that's another issue. Steve,
exactly.
What do you make of President Trump, or the allegation that President Trump is trying to stymie the investigation, and President Trump saying, "What are you talking about? We're giving them a week to do anything they want."
Exactly. I don't see in this situation that once President Trump approved the reopening of this background investigation, it's now in the FBI's hands. And in this situation here, there's no way that the FBI is going to let anybody meddle in this background investigation. Now, with that said, I believe that there is probably a scope for this investigation. That scope could potentially be 1 week. that they can conduct as much investigation as they can in that 1 week period, and that may include other accusers. But I believe that it will also ensure that whatever allegation they investigate must be a credible allegation. And that's a very important distinction, because there are allegations that have meat on the bone, so to speak, where you can investigate and those allegations may appear viable. And then there's some other allegations that just do not seem credible. And there's a process for triaging those types of allegations. And I believe that there are some allegations where they're not even going to contact the accuser and conduct an investigation. One in particular, I would say, is the lady at Ms. Swetnick, who's represented by that lawyer, Michael Avenatti.
Right.
There's some real questions as to the motivation there on that allegation. And so so far, apparently, she hadn't been contacted or he hadn't been contacted, and they may never contact him.
Yeah. Stephen Gomez, former FBI special agent. Your bottom line is that by Friday, we'll have a little better picture.
I think the investigation is going to be concluded by about Wednesday evening, and they are going to be wrapping up the report sometime around Thursday. Maybe they'll go into Thursday with the investigation. They'll be pulling the report together by Thursday. They'll have it to Congress by Friday.
Do they make conclusions in these investigations?
No, they don't. As a number of people have said, and I can tell you, they're interviewing people, they're writing reports. There may be a summary about what all of those reports are saying and how there are contradictions within those reports, but they're not going to make conclusions saying Judge Kavanaugh, lied, or Judge Kavanaugh, is not suitable to be confirmed.
Right.
They will not make those types of summary conclusions. They're going to document, this person said this person said that, this contradicts, 5 people said this, Judge Kavanaugh said that, and then it's going to be up to Congress to decide.
Steve Gomez, former FBI special agent, thank you for your service and thank you for your time.
No, thank you very much.